If you're relying on motivation to reach your weight loss goals, you're already setting yourself up to fail. Motivation fades, discipline stays. I'm Dr. Michael Feulner, chiropractor with over 30 years of experience, a transformational coach, and an elite level athlete. And I'm here to tell you your mindset is the key to lasting change. In this video, I'm breaking down the real drivers of transformation. It's discipline, it's consistency, and it's the mental habits that separate temporary results from lifelong success. If you want to feel better, look better, and finally get off the roller coaster, this is where it starts. First thing we need to cover and really separate is motivation and discipline, the difference between the two. Motivation is when you're fired up to do something, when you have the excitement in you to tackle something, like when somebody decides on Sunday they're going to join the gym, and Monday morning they get up, they're fired up, they're ready to go, they join the gym, only to go once and then never go again. Things like that. It's that temporary excitement to do something. You decide you want to get on a program to look better, to feel better, to fit into your clothes again, to really kill at the beach, whatever it may be. But then all of a sudden, as time goes on, that starts to disappear and that motivation is no longer there. What discipline is the ability and the action of still doing that thing, whether you're motivated or not. People are fortunate sometimes in life, they develop discipline early on. Myself as an athlete, I developed this early on in my training and things we had to do. Some days you didn't want to train. Some days you felt like crap, but yet you went and did it anyway. That's discipline. That you had the discipline to do it. Some people, they're going to develop it through this process. And one of the things that helps you develop that is seeing consistent results. When you see yourself getting better, you see yourself improving, you see yourself getting in better shape, you get motivated. And then that furthers on your discipline to keep going and getting up and doing it the next day. You're more excited to do things. And that's very important. And eventually what happens over time, that discipline kind of sinks in and it just becomes the way you are. Your mind is always going to want to protect you, always try to take the easy way out, always keep you safe. That's what it does. It doesn't mean it's right. You know, people who have discipline fight through that and do it anyway. Like when you get up in the morning and, I want to sleep for another hour. No, I have to get up and go work out. No, I have to get up and go to work. I have to do this. You get up, you do it. And then you go do it well. You don't just go through the motions, but you do it. You get the most out of it. And that's the big part of discipline. And that's what you have to do with any program, any rehab, any job, anything in life, is you need to attack what you're doing. And that's very important. As you develop these better habits, which you'll do as you start to see the progress, and believe me, this takes time. It's not something that happens, okay, today I'm fired up, tomorrow I'm disciplined to do this all the time. It just doesn't work that way. You know, it takes time and it takes repetitive action and it takes you doing it. And that's the key thing. Nobody can get you disciplined. You have to form that callous skin, that discipline to go do these things. And it's, again, once you see the progress you're making, I want to say it becomes easier to do, but it doesn't necessarily become easier. It just becomes something you know you need to do because you see the progress you're making, and that's how you make it. So many people get tricked into so many things in life. Lose weight with this one easy thing. You know, gain big money with this one easy trick. It's everything takes work. Don't fall prey to that. You're not going to have a six-pack abs because you decided to do 3 sets of crunches twice a week. It just doesn't work like that. I mean, that's the reality. There's pillars that you need to put into place to achieve success with your program. And part of that is developing that discipline to move forward. And then it's not even a thought, you just do it. And that's how you see your successful people accomplishing these things, is you just do it. You know you have to do it. That's part of your day. It's not like, of course, sometimes you'd rather sleep in. But you know what? Let me just get up and do it. I always had a thing, if I didn't want to do something, if I wanted to go off my diet, if I wanted to drink, I want to do whatever I want to do today, I would put it off until tomorrow. Tomorrow would get there, I'd be like, okay, today's the day I can do what I want to do. And I wouldn't want to do it. That fades, and again, it's your brain trying to protect you. It's like when I hear from people that they're just different, they need these things. And it's like, no, that's not how it works. And I've got, like I said, over 30 years experience working with people on achieving these results, heard all the excuses, and that's not the way it works. So it's, you need to be consistent with your action over time. And like I said, it takes time, but you will get there. And some people it takes a little longer than others, and that's fine. It's just a matter of getting there and staying consistent with your actions so you can get there. And all of a sudden you're like, wow, I look great. And then you see so many people backslide. They're like, well, I'm going on this plan for 12 weeks. Well, guess what? 12 weeks in a day, you're starting to fail because you've said, here's what I'm going to do for this amount of time. And then you think it's going back to what was. It's having the mindset that you need to keep moving forward. And maybe some of these are good changes you've made in your life. It doesn't mean you can never go off course again, but now you know how to basically stay the course and reach the goals you want to reach and make the few adjustments that need to be made. If you need help doing that, that's fine. But it's a process of getting there. And so many people want to take the easy way out. There is no easy way out. I'm telling you right now. Every commercial, every guru, it's all marketing. That's what all these things are. All these they're all marketing. And we have this product, and if you get this, life doesn't work that way, people. I hate to break it to you. It just doesn't work that way. You need to put in the work. And it doesn't mean you need to carry cinder blocks all day long. It just means you need to put in the work to get where you want to get, to follow your plan, to work your plan. And it's having the right plan and the right person that can make adjustments in that plan if it's not you, so you can succeed. You got to trust in the first step because you can never get to the second step without it. Once you make the second step, then 3, 4, 5, you keep going. And that's the process. And it's a constant process, and it leads you to great success. So, and again, like I said before, anybody you talk to who's successful in life, successful in physique transformation, successful in whatever it may be, they've got a plan. They're always moving forward. And usually if there's a little backslide, it's planned. And that you're going to do this for a little bit of time, but then here's what you're going to do to go forward. And these are very important things and very important ways to look at it. It's very simple. Like I said before, sometimes I would, if I wanted to do something today that was not part of my plan, I would say, okay, I'll put it off till tomorrow. Tomorrow would get there, I wouldn't even think about doing it again because it had passed through my mind. And gradually as you do that, you stop having these cravings. You stop having, urges to do things that are detrimental to where you want to get. And that's what you have to decide. Is my goal big enough? Is my why big enough that I can make these changes and move forward? That's very important. This has been a part of a series. I have another one to go. I've got other videos on my channel that address the other pieces of the puzzle of losing weight, of keeping it off and moving forward. So subscribe to my channel, like this video, and head over to the channel and see the other videos. And as always, I look forward to hearing from all of you. Thank you.